Live on my very first live streaming video. Not sure if anyone's going to join. I'm not sure if I'm actually working this correctly. But hey everyone, it's Tech Meets Tea, or you could call me Everest, or Ever for short. Sorry about general audio and video quality. I do not have a very good setup. I'm literally just doing this on my iPhone XR. Please don't hate me for it. I don't know what else to say. Oh, it is currently April 10th, and the temperature outside right now is 21 degrees Celsius or 69 degrees Fahrenheit if you go by the Fahrenheit system in the States like I do. So, I'm just taking a quick walk through this residential area. And this, for context, this is on the east side of Orlando. And again, I'm sorry for the shakiness. I don't have a gimbal. I don't have anything right now. Audio I'm using is from my AirPods. I just wanted to quickly test out some of the features here. So I guess I'm making more of like a walking man dude video. Here, I'll even do a little spin. Seems like it's stopped for now. That's the thing about Florida, you never know when it's going to rain or when it's not going to rain. I'm doing my best to keep my phone as steady as possible, but again, I don't have a gimbal. I'm bad. Oh, there's a dog growling at me. That's fun. I guess I'm just gonna go for a little walk. Oh yeah, for context, I'm not gonna say the exact neighborhood, but this neighborhood is in a little part of town that we call Alafaya, which is a big north-south road on the east side of Orlando. So yeah, we're on the east side of Orlando right now. We're about 45 minutes by car from Disney World, and a little bit less for Universal. We are, however, very close to UCF right now. I think that's only about 4 miles away from where I'm at right now. I am not going to do a face reveal during this streamer video because I am currently transitioning, and so I'm not very confident in how I look right now. So I hope you understand. Ooh, it's so windy. Again, I'm sorry about any audio quality right now. And the plan for this one, I have no plan for this one. We're just gonna see where this one takes us. It's only gonna be a short stream anyways. I'd show off a little bit. You guys might be a little curious about the geography of Orlando. So Orlando is very weird in that we have quite a small population, but the Orlando Metro is very, very spread out. And the thing about Orlando is that there are almost 2 downtowns here. We, of course, have our CBD, or also known as just downtown Orlando. That's a little bit northwest of where I am right now. And then we have, it doesn't really have a term, but I guess a lot of people just call it Buena Vista or Lake Buena Vista. And that's out where Disney World is and all the other attractions, almost like our secondary downtown. It's a little bit southwest from our CBD. And so if you hear me say Buena Vista, I'm probably talking about somewhere that's closer to the attractions. And what was I gonna say?
Hello?
Hey! I don't know that person. Oh, I might. I just don't know who they are. That's a little awkward. Oh, yeah. What am I going to... Sorry if it's a little shaky. I'm looking left and right on the street for this channel. You know, of course, there's a lot of videos up on YouTube right now. You know, that shows Disney World. And so my goal for this channel is maybe I'll head out there every once in a while. But I think my goal of this YouTube channel is to kind of show the Orlando that the tourists don't see. So I'll take you to the CBD if you'd like, or Lake Eola, which is this giant lake and park that's right in the middle of downtown, and it's gorgeous. We have a giant fountain in the middle of Lake Eola, and also swans and swan boats. Funny thing about swans, though, is that at least in Orlando, they are very mean. So if you ever find one, don't approach them. I know some of you, like, if you're watching this in the future, because there's literally no one watching it right now, it's fine. But anyways, if you're Canadian, it's almost like a Canadian geese or goose. They are very, very mean. So don't approach them. And same with sandhill cranes. We get a lot of those here. They're not as mean, but if you approach them and give them a funny look, they'll bite you. So don't approach them at all. So again, I'm just kind of winding my way through these residential streets. This is a very affluent part of town. Kind of the way that Orlando is situated is that there are a lot of affluent suburbs to the north and a lot of affluent suburbs to the east. What was I going to say? Also another weird thing about Metro Orlando, which is like the greater Orlando area, is that it spans multiple counties. I'm currently in Orange County. It's the one that has the majority of Metro Orlando. It's got downtown Orlando, but Buena Vista kind of straddles between Orange and Osceola counties. And then there's Seminole County to the northeast of here. Yeah, northeast, I think. Oh, we have a viewer. Who is it? I was just talking to myself. I have no idea how this works, so forgive me. Hey, Susan. Oh, instead, I made you mod if you don't mind, because I didn't really know who else to put there as mod. So congratulations, you've been promoted. I'm just walking around this kind of affluent suburb. I'm gonna turn around if there are people. I know, it's the best I can do. And this audio, I am filming on my iPhone XR. I have no gimbal. I am using my AirPods for audio. It's the best that I could do. I just wanted to test everything out. Excuse my voice. And if you go back and watch it, because I was just talking to myself for like the first 8 minutes of the video, if you go back and watch, I kind of comment that it's going to be like a walking man dude video, and I did a little spin if you wanted to go see it. Gosh, there are people everywhere. I'm going to cross the street in this puddle. Ooh. So you missed the first part of the stream, so I guess I'll just repeat it. We are on the east side of Orlando right now. He does that on purpose. I'm trying to keep it as steady as possible. I'm going to pretend like I'm FaceTiming right now, if you don't mind. Hey, I'm doing good. Just FaceTiming a friend. Thanks. Anyways, like I was saying, we are on the east side of Orlando right now. Disney World, which I like, Disney World and all the attractions there, which I collectively call Buena Vista, is about 45 minutes southwest of here. 45 minutes by car. If I remember correctly, I think it's about 16 miles away, 20 miles, I don't know, 30 miles, something like that. We are a lot closer, just walking around this truck here, we are a lot closer to the University of Central Florida, or UCF, go Knights. And that's about 4 miles north of here. And right now I'm just wandering around residential streets. This is like an area that Google has dubbed Alafaya after a big road that passes through here. And it's becoming more popular with locals, I'd say. Another popular term for this specific area, I know I said I wouldn't say it, but I don't care. Another popular term for this area is Avalon. It's this neighborhood and a few other neighborhoods surrounding it. Yeah, that's true. I think you're in Toronto, right, Susan? Yeah, I'll go down this street for a little bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. So a lot of people from the rest of America, as in USA, sorry. A lot of USA people, I can't say Americans or else they'll be like, which America? A lot of USA people are visiting right now. Personally, I do not like our current COVID restrictions. We have basically been fully opened since August of last year. All the public schools have been open for in-person learning since August. And restaurants have been open since August too for in-person dining, which for Susan, that must be like a dream for you. And I don't know, local government in Florida has never really taken this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was considering dropping a term, and I think I might for it next, because I'm still in university. I think I might for next semester. But what was I saying? We've been open since August for the most part, and yeah, I'm very grateful that we get freedom, but we've been going too quickly. And that is my personal opinion. Sorry, I thought that was someone I knew. That is my personal opinion. And even recently, they announced that they weren't going to require customers to use masks in restaurants anymore, which is not okay. So I'm a little jealous because our numbers have been going up and up. So I get that we're very free. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've already said this, but I'm trying to transfer to a Canadian school for next year. I'm in my first year of college right now, and I think I'm going to, take a break from it for a little bit and go to school elsewhere, because am Canadian, just living in the States right now, and it's not my favorite, to be honest. Yeah, it's very scary. Florida is a weird state because there is a lot of Democrats, which is our liberal party. There are a lot of Democrats here, but there are also a lot of Republicans here. Orlando itself and Orange County is very, very Democratic. And however, our current government, our governor of Florida is Republican. And our state government as a whole is very Republican, which is our conservative party. And also Miami is very Democratic. But like other than that, it's kind of weird because it's also very... Yes, I was very afraid when Trump was in power. During the election, you might know, but Trump won Florida during the election, but it came very, very close. Biden had a lot of support here in Orlando and in Miami and in a lot of those larger cities, as is typically the case. Cities tend to be more Democratic or liberal, and country areas tend to be more conservative. But overall, I'm not very happy with our government, and I'm also not very happy with Biden as well. He's done a few things that I don't approve of. But this is not a politics discussion. This is a walking channel. So thanks for being the first viewer of my YouTube channel, Susan. You confirmed that it was actually working. Yes, definitely. My biggest problem was that he said that he was going to not do any missile launches whatsoever. Yes, I agree. Biden said that he wasn't going to do... Oh, it's shaking again because I took my hand off the phone. Biden said that he wasn't going to do any missile launches, but then he did. He launched one, I think, in Iran. And that upset me. I know it upset a lot of fellow liberals. But AOC, which is a very popular congresswoman in the United States, during the election campaign, she said that had we been in Canada, AOC is very liberal, by the way, she and Biden would not be in the same party. On the Canadian spectrum, Biden would likely be considered conservative. Yes, but Susan, the thing in the Middle East has been happening for a while, since like the early 2000s. Even before that, there was tensions. It's not uncommon to hear that we shoot a missile at Iran. The good news is, though, that not Biden, Trump did it all the time. So at least Biden has only done it once. But still, it's unacceptable in my opinion. Wow, we've been doing this for almost 20 minutes. Just me walking around my neighborhood. This is great. Well, they don't really want to aggravate that situation. Trump was actually I'm not sure if this is right, so don't quote me on this, but he was actually the first American president to go and have a talk with Kim Jong-un. Sorry if I say that wrong. Yeah. No problem. I'm glad I can take you along. Ow, just stepped on a twig. What was I saying? Oh, Trump was actually the first person to... Oh, thank you. He was actually the first person to sit down with that guy. And it seemed to go well. I don't know if I trust them, the pair of them. A thing about this neighborhood, not about Orlando in general, is we actually have a large Asian population here. So I have a few Korean friends. One of them was actually from South Korea, and they migrated here. And they said that they weren't impressed either. So yeah. There's a huge dislike at the CCP, which I think is China Communist Party, is what you're saying. There's a huge dislike of them here in America. And you've probably seen it in the news, it's kind of seeping out into public. Oh, yeah. As I was saying, the hate for the CCP has kind of been seeping out into America, and it's caused a lot of Asian violence. Good news, though, is that I haven't seen any news stories about it occurring in Orlando. But of course, just because it isn't in the news, that doesn't mean that it's not happening. Yes, and we actually, a little bit more about Orlando is that we actually have this cool area. It's right next to downtown, actually. And if you go back in the video, you'll probably hear me talking about like our downtown situation, where we almost have two of them. But this little area near downtown, it's called Mills 50, as in Mills Avenue and State Road 50. Yeah, I can tell. I'm very sorry about that, and I stand with my Asian allies. I personally am not Asian, but I feel really bad that that's been happening. I feel really bad when anyone is discriminated. Of course, because I know I've been through that. I've been discriminated against based on my gender identity, and it's not fun. Yeah, that's great. That's what I do. I just say, hey, it's my identity, just mind your own business. Anyways, about Mills 50, it's at the intersection of thank you, that's great to hear. About Mills 50, it's at the intersection of Mills Avenue and State Road 50, also known as Colonial. And it's the best way that I can describe it is that it's like our little Asia mixed with like a hipster district. And I say that because there's a congregation of Asian businesses there, mostly Vietnamese, but also there's it's got a very popular street art, like a very popular street art program. So I don't know, maybe I'll take you for a walk along Mills 50. Problem is that it's in a little bit of a shadier area of town, unfortunately, and if I do that, I might have to bring a buddy. Not the area itself, but like the area surrounding it is a little shady. Yeah, almost like that. It's, again, like I said, it's not really Chinatown. It's mostly Vietnamese area, like mostly Vietnamese restaurants there and stuff like that. But it's like our little Asia, and I'll take what I can get. It's, if you want to check it out, just like look up Mills 50 online. Funny thing about it is that there's street art on there too, but a lot of people paint like these like literal electrical boxes around it. Yes, I agree. USA can be very, very scary. Ooh. I am doing what Bevy was talking about before. I am currently alone, but this is a very quiet residential area. But I am still checking my bag, and I will see you later. In. Bye. How do I end? Oh, there it is. Bye.